Hello, my name is Sandy Elliott, and I'm the English Learner Intervention Support Specialist with the Mississippi Department of Education. This is our January edition of the English Learner Literacy Tips of the Month, which will look at strategies and resources for supporting English learners with fluency. We like to begin each of our camtasias with our vision and mission. Our vision is to create a world-class educational system that gives students the knowledge and skills to be successful in college and the workforce and to flourish as parents and citizens. Our mission is to provide leadership through the development of policy and accountability systems so that all students are prepared to compete in the global community. The State Board of Education has a 5-year strategic plan, which includes the following goals. All students are proficient and showing growth in all assessed areas. Every student graduates from high school and is ready for college and career. Every child has access to a high-quality early childhood program. Every school has effective teachers and leaders. Every community effectively uses a world-class data system to improve student outcomes. Every school and district is rated a C or higher. Our goals for today's session are to help you to define fluency and to explore fluency strategies to use with English learners. Fluency. So what is fluency? Fluency is the ability to read a text quickly, accurately, and with expression in order to comprehend. Why does it matter? Fluency provides the bridge between word recognition and comprehension. Some of the challenges for English learners are that fluency should not be confused with accent. Many ELs will read with an accent, but they can still read fluently in English with a native language accent. ELs might appear to read a passage perfectly, but then have no comprehension of what they read. Fluency must be paired with comprehension. What to consider when teaching fluency to English learners. English learners cannot achieve fluency in oral reading before they have achieved fluent speaking. When working on developing fluency, students need to be familiar with the text they are reading. This includes having a firm background and understanding of the vocabulary in the text. Read-alouds, which students have heard several times and discussed, are good choices to practice building fluency. English learners might be self-conscious or shy about their accent. This might affect their reading fluency, especially if they're asked to read in front of their peers. In order to be sensitive to EL's feelings, have them practice their fluency with the teacher or read chorally with the group in close proximity to the teacher to ensure that they're participating. If individual oral reading is needed for an authentic purpose, such as delivering information to the class or a reader's theater, let students first practice with the partner. Be mindful that round robin and popcorn reading are often ineffective strategies for any student, but should especially not be used with English learner students unless they're given prior opportunities to practice their reading. Decoding, vocabulary, fluency, and comprehension all work together. Knowledge of vocabulary builds an understanding through context, which allows for comprehension when decoding. Fluent decoding and reading of pre-taught vocabulary leads to an overall comprehension of the text. Effective instruction for ELs will combine all of these components of literacy together. Fluency strategies. Paired or buddy reading. Provide a pair of students with a familiar, previously read and discussed text or poem. Allow the more fluent reader to read a page or the poem first, modeling fluent reading. Encourage the second reader to reread the same page or poem, echoing the fluent reading of the first partner. Provide the students with a comprehension question to check for understanding after the text has been read. Recorded reading. Use a tape recorder or audio recording feature or app to allow students to practice fluent reading. Provide students with a familiar text or poem to read into the audio recorder. Have the student reread the text while listening to the recorder after student's recording is complete. Chunking. Pair students with a stronger reader and a weaker reader and provide each student with a copy of the text. Student 1, the stronger reader, will read the passage, pausing briefly between chunks denoted by the slashes. Student 2 will repeat the reading by chunks, emphasizing the pauses. Continue until Student 2 is able to read the passage fluently. Provide a quick comprehension question to ensure both students understood what they read. Directions and materials for this activity can be found at the Florida Center for Reading Research's page under Fluency Centers. The link is at the end of this presentation. Reader's Theater. Provide scripts for each student with their character highlighted in a specific color. Taking turns, students will read their assigned parts while providing assistance to their peers as needed with unknown words, phrasing, and expression. Change characters and continue until everyone has read every part. Provide students with a comprehension question to ensure they understood what they read. There are many free Reader's Theater scripts that are easily found online. Links to some resources are at the end of this presentation. Sailboat phrases. Place sentence sailboats face down on a stack. Taking turns, Student 1 will select the top card and read line by line until completing the entire sentence. Student 2 will sit beside Student 1 and read along silently. Students will reread the passage on the last line of the sailboat together. They will then switch roles and continue until all sentences have been read. Provide students with a comprehension question to check understanding. Directions and materials for this activity can be found through the Florida Center for Reading and Research, and the link is in the resources at the end of this presentation. MDE has many resources for teachers of English learners. For additional ideas and strategies to support fluency instruction with EL students, please reference the MDE Literacy Focus of the Month in Action, Fluency. There's one for elementary as well as one for secondary. Also, the MDE Literacy Focus of the Month Manual, November. Additional resources for teachers of EL students. The Florida Center for Reading Research Student Centers for Fluency. Also, Reader's Theater scripts. Thank you so much for participating in today's webinar. We hope that you have found it helpful. If you have any further questions or would like professional development for your staff, please contact our office. Our English learner team is happy to support you in any way that we can.